The day of the defeat of German fascist invaders by the Soviet troops in the Battle of Stalingrad in Russia is celebrated on February the 2nd. On July 17, 1942, the Battle of Stalingrad began and lasted 200 days and nights. The enemy intended to strike on the southern sector of the Soviet-German front, go to the Black and Caspian Seas and capture the main oil fields of the USSR in the regions of Baku and Grozny. During this offensive, Hitler planned to take Stalingrad, a major industrial center and transport hub. More than 2 million people participate in the battle on both sides. At first, the German fascist offensive was successful. The Red Army retreated in many sectors of the front. Therefore, on July 28th, the troops received the famous 22nd Order of the General Headquarters, not one step back. Hitler planned the capture of Stalingrad in 1 week. They even created a special medal for the capture of Stalingrad. On August 23rd, detachments of fascists reached the Volga near the urban area of Spartanovka. At the same time, the Germans carried out a massive bombardment, which turned the city into burning ruins. More than 40,000 inhabitants of Stalingrad were wounded and killed by German fascist invaders. One of the first to enter into an unequal battle with the German tankers who had broken through the city was the 10th Rifle Division of the internal troops of the NKVD under the command of Colonel Sarayev. The Chekists fought selflessly in the main areas of defense until the approach of the 62nd Army of General Chuikov. The operational group of Colonel Gorokhov defended the northern districts of the city. The heroes of the 37th Guards Division of the General Zholudev fought to the death defending the tractor plant. The 138th Division of Colonel Ludnikov, cut off from the main forces for 100 days and nights, heroically fought the enemy on the territory of Barricade plant. In the area of Krasny Oktyabr plant, the 39th Guards Division of General Guriev fought the enemy. The last kilometers separate the German fascist invaders from the Volga in the area of Mamayev-Kurgan. And the 284th Division of Colonel Batuk in the sailors of the Volga military flotilla, this kilometer was not allowed to pass. 140 days, not for life, but for death, units of the 13th Guards Division of General Rodimtsev fought with the German fascist invaders. The fighters of the 42nd Regiment of Rodimtsev Division, legendary defenders of Pavlov's house, became a symbol of iron fortitude and heroism. The southern districts of the city, Beketovka, the vicinity of Bolt Mountain and Stalgrace, were held by units of the 64th Army of Shumilov. Thousands of Stalingrad volunteers fought alongside the soldiers. At this time, the workers did not stop the repair and production of equipment and weapons. The soldiers and residents of Stalingrad showed selfless courage and mass heroism. German troops, even creating five-fold superiority in forces and firepower in some areas, could not take the city. On November 19th, after a covert transfer of reserves, the troops of the Southwestern Front under the command of General Vatutin and the Don Front under the command of General Rokossovsky went on the offensive. The development of a plan for an offensive operation called Uranus was led by the General of the Soviet Army Zhukov and Colonel General Vasilevsky. On November 23rd, Soviet troops closed the encirclement of the German fascist invaders. The Kherson contained 22 divisions and 160 units numbering about 300,000 people. On January 10th, the enemy rejected the offer of the Soviet command to surrender, and General Rokossovsky launched Operation Rin to destroy the enemy. On January 31st, 1943, the commander of the encircled German group, Field Marshal Paulus, surrendered. On February 2nd, the last German units ceased resistance. The Great Battle of the Volga is over. The defense of Stalingrad by the Soviet troops lasted longer than Hitler's entire European campaign, when he captured Poland, France, Holland, Belgium, Yugoslavia and Greece. At Stalingrad, the Red Army wrested the strategic initiative from the enemy. The defeat of the Wehrmacht in the Battle of Stalingrad influenced the refusal of Japan and Turkey to enter the war with the Soviet Union. Italy decided to withdraw the remnants of its troops from the Soviet-German front. On May 1st, 1945, for mass heroism and courage in the defense of the Motherland, for the contribution to the victory of the Red Army, Stalingrad was awarded the honorary title of the Hero City.